it breaks my heart. This is his last show. So I just want to say, man, whatever you're doing next, we're watching. Yes. We'll be watching. Yes. And as good as she's looking, Alyssa's Behind is on the Behind the Table podcast today. So we want everyone to have a great day, take a little time to enjoy the view, and, you know, the stuff gets crazier and crazier. We don't have to. We just have to do what we got to do, and we'll do it together. We'll see you tomorrow.
It looked like another government shutdown that would cut Maine families off the programs they need. But Senator Susan Collins led the fight to keep government open, bridging the divide between Republicans and Democrats, and protecting federal funding and critical family services to help children and mothers in need. Senator Collins' bipartisan leadership makes a difference. Call and tell Senator Collins to keep government working for Maine families.
As Senate President, Troy Jackson counted votes, and his son counted cash. Jackson's lobbyist son raked in almost $200,000 from special interests, and Jackson flipped his positions. One polluter wanted to stop a bill cracking down on emissions, so they paid Jackson's son, and with Jackson in charge, the bill went up in smoke. Troy Jackson's family got paid. We got played. Coincidence or corruption? You decide. SLF PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Judge Judy never misses a beat.
Let's go. This is my playpen.
Let me stop you for a minute.
No, don't stop me ever. Is not an answer. Ooh, say sorry. Your Honor. Does this face look stupid to you? I still love this job.
Judge Judy.
Weekdays at 5 on ABC 7.
This is ABC 7 News at Noon.
A man that was the subject of a police search in Old Town is due in court today. Good afternoon, I'm Susan Farley. A Somerset County grand jury has convicted a Norridgewock man of murdering his girlfriend's son. And a bridge in Millinocket was dedicated to a fallen Maine State Police detective who died in the line of duty. Thank you for joining us. We'll have more on these and other stories coming up. First, let's check in with meteorologist Devin Biggs. Devin?
Hey Susan, happy Friday afternoon. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Listing Direct Sherry Terrian, offering a free home evaluation and certified as a residential real estate divorce specialist. Start packing. Alrighty, here we go. We have a dense fog advisory that was in effect. It dropped at 9 a.m., so now we're done with that, as we had visibility levels that were definitely causing some issues. It was even down to about a half mile and parts of Washington County. So the good news is we're now done with that. So things are improving. So we do have clouds moving in now with an area low pressure that is passing through the area. That cold front is going to give us some showers and thunderstorms as we head towards the afternoon period. You can see precipitation to the north and to the south for now. We'll have our return as we head towards the afternoon period. You can see Futurecast indicating that development through the afternoon. Once the front passes, things will calm down overnight, and Saturday will be a nice one to get outside. Now, we will have some wind today, too, at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. These are the wind gusts forecasted that can reach up to about 20 miles per hour at times. We'll see the winds back off for the most part overnight. And then once we head towards tomorrow, though, not looking too bad. Still a few gusts from time to time. Hourly forecast moving forward. Here we go. Some showers and storms. Temperatures in the 70s and then cooling off. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Susan?
Thank you, Devin. The manhunt has ended for a man wanted for an alleged assault in Old Town. A large police presence was spotted in the area Thursday following an alleged incident that occurred at a residence on Poplar Street.
It looks like it's going to be involving a Nathan Legassi having a schizophrenic episode and has assaulted her with a knife.
The individual police were looking for is 28-year-old Nathan Lagasse. Lagasse is accused of committing domestic violence assault against an adult female who police say suffered non-life-threatening injuries described as lacerations. The alleged assault is believed to have taken place on Poplar Street in Old Town just before 11:30 a.m. on Thursday. Stillwater Avenue between the Kelly Road in Orono and Chase Road in Bangor was closed yesterday as a helicopter searched overhead. The details of his arrest are still unknown, but we have confirmed he was arrested and booked into the Penobscot County Jail around 1 o'clock this morning. He's facing charges including domestic violence, elevated aggravated assault, kidnapping, and obstructing the report of a crime. He is due in court today. Fire marshals continue investigating a fire in St. Albans. Officials say when crews arrived at the residence at 71 Denbow Road on August 26, they found it was heavily involved in fire. The home was vacant at the time. Investigators did learn lawn care work had been done the day before the fire was discovered. The investigators determined that the fire started on a rear deck area of the residence. The fire has been classified as undetermined, and the specific cause remains under investigation. After less than an hour of deliberation, a Somerset County jury convicted a Norridgewock man of murdering his girlfriend's son. According to a report on centralmaine.com, 60-year-old Daniel Markey was convicted of intentional or knowing murder in the shooting death of Christopher Nickerson in early March 2025. He now faces 25 years to life in prison, but the court has not yet set a sentencing date. In the meantime, he will remain in the Somerset County Jail. The report says the trial lasted 2.5 days. The jury deliberated for roughly 40 minutes. Markey's lawyer says they plan to appeal. A suspect in a Bangor stabbing has been indicted for attempted murder. 37-year-old Abel Perez of Bangor was also indicted on several other charges, including elevated aggravated assault and theft by unauthorized taking. Just before midnight on June 20th, police were called to a residence on Essex Street for an assault using a knife. A spokesperson says officers found a victim with critical injuries that had been stabbed. Perez was identified as the suspect, but he had fled. He was arrested in New York 2 days later. The grand jury also indicted a man on numerous charges in connection with a shooting on a Bangor trail. 38-year-old Justin Grover of Bangor was arrested after a man with several gunshot wounds told officers he had been approached on the trail and shot by an unknown individual that fled. The grand jury indicted Grover on elevated aggravated assault, unlawful possession of drugs, and possession of a firearm by a prohibited person. And finally, 2 people were arrested after allegedly entering a man's home in Bangor and assaulting him with a baseball bat. They were also indicted. 28-year-old Serena Bosher of Bangor and 28-year-old Bradley Dean of Brewer allegedly went to the man's home to get information about their friend's stolen car. They were both indicted for burglary, assault, and aggravated criminal trespass. Police are investigating a fatal crash in Augusta that happened Thursday morning. Augusta Police Chief Kevin Lully says just before 6 a.m. officers responded to the area of Route 3 and the West River Road for reports of a 2-vehicle crash. Lully says they came upon the scene and found a Kenworth T880 commercial vehicle driven by 29-year-old Christopher Armstrong of Washington, Maine, and a Toyota Camry driven by 29-year-old Cameron LaFlèche of Winslow. LaFlèche was pronounced dead at the scene. Both the Augusta Police Department and the Maine State Police are investigating. If you have any information about that crash, you're asked to contact the Augusta Police Department. A daycare in Trenton has been shut down for 9 days now due to a DHHS order, something the owner claims is in retaliation for her reports against the department. The Maine Department of Health and Human Services issued the 10-day suspension to Tiny Tykes in Trenton. According to the department, daycare workers were missing background checks, CPR and first aid certifications, and child care provider forms. Additionally, DHHS claims that 6 of the 16 children on site at the time of the inspection did not have documents permitting emergency medical treatment. 9 days into the order, gubernatorial candidate Bobby Charles came to the daycare to listen to parents, workers, and owner Betsy Grant to share their stories. During the conversation, Grant said that the order was unjust. She did not want to go on camera, but she says that DHHS is retaliating against her due to reports she made about neglect in the department. In 2025, she filed a lawsuit claiming the same.
I guess I was just shocked by the series of allegations that have begun to pile up around DHHS, and in particular around how they have apparently retaliated in many ways against providers of child care.
We reached out to the Department of Health and Human Services for comment and left a message with our request. They did not respond. DHHS advised Grant to hire qualified and vetted workers at the time or close the facility until her current staff can get the proper paperwork. A bridge in Millinocket has been dedicated to a fallen Maine State Police detective who died in the line of duty. Our Sam Miller has the story.
At 10 a.m. Thursday, a ceremony at the intersection of Route 11 and North Twin Dam Road in Millinocket officially dedicated a bridge to the late Ben Campbell, a Maine State Police detective who was killed in 2019 when he was struck by a wheel that detached from a passing logging truck. Senator Susan Collins, as well as police officers, friends, and family, all came to pay their respects to an officer who embodied the term service before self.
He was a hero not because of the way that his life ended, but because of his commitment to our safety each and every day.
After Campbell's passing, the Maine State Legislature voted unanimously to name the bridge in his honor. Colonel William Ross, Chief of Maine State Police, hopes that those who drive across will gain a better understanding of what it means to serve.
When all of us go out, law enforcement, first responders go out, and they're there to serve and protect the public. And some of us end up making the ultimate sacrifice with their lives, and that's what Ben did.
Campbell's colleagues describe him as a model officer with a positive attitude and say they can't think of a better way to keep his memory alive.
Just a great reminder for anyone driving past here, to always remember him. Of course, people that know him and worked with him will never forget him, but so that everyone else since then can also memorialize him also.
He was just a good guy, a solid trooper, did really well. I'd seen a lot in his short career. He'd done a lot, got promoted early to detective.
The newly dedicated bridge now stands as a memorial to Ben Campbell, a steadfast detective and loving father and husband. In Millinocket, Sam Miller, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Coming up on ABC 7 News at noon, the death toll continues to rise in Nepal after catastrophic flooding. We'll be right back.
Here are the facts about Susan Collins and Medicaid. Susan Collins was the deciding vote to advance Donald Trump's Medicaid cuts.
Susan Collins was the deciding vote to advance the bill.
Now, thousands more Mainers are expected to lose their Medicaid coverage. Hospitals and clinics are shutting down, all to give massive tax breaks for billionaires. Look up the facts yourself and tell Susan Collins to stop voting for Trump's healthcare cuts.
It's a mountain of fun. Plus, the Mallet Brothers at the county's Fall Festival to End Hunger, Saturday, October 3rd. This year's family fun, the scenic chairlift, an ATV ride-in, food trucks, beer garden, bonfire, golf scramble, and the Mallet Brothers. The county's Fall Festival to End Hunger, Big Rock, Mars Hill, Saturday, October 3rd. All for Maine's Ending Hunger campaign from the County Federal Credit Union. More at countyfallfestival.org.
Looking for the perfect gift? Come explore the Purple Baboon. Sweatshirts, t-shirts, jewelry, inspiring local books, one-of-a-kind treasures and souvenirs, they have something for everyone. The Purple Baboon, the best selection at great prices. 31 Front Street, Belfast.
Do you take propane tank?
Anything goes.
How about cardboard?
Anything goes.
How about old rug?
Yeah, anything goes.
So this too?
Furniture removal, basements, garages, attics, hoarder houses. It doesn't matter here at Anything Goes Junk Removal. Anything goes. Well, almost anything.
Situated in Jonesboro on the coast of Maine lies Barren View Golf Course, a true links course that's a treat for golfers of all skill levels. We feature a driving range, putting green, practice sand trap, pro shop, and snack bar. Open 7 days a week. Please call ahead for a tee time.
Warning, entering keepsakes may cause extreme creativity. From gorgeous fabrics and cozy yarn to gifts you didn't know you needed, we've got it all. Dive into quilting. Grab a sewing machine or join a class and unleash your inner artist. Stick around for our mystery quilt projects if you love a good surprise. And yes, we have a fudge counter, because crafting burns calories, right? Keepsakes, where your hobbies and your sweet tooth live happily ever after.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
The war with Iran is reaching the 6-month mark today. ABC's Karen Travers is at the White House with more on this grim milestone.
Today marks 6 months since the U.S. and Israel launched massive strikes against Iran. In February, President Trump promising the conflict would be over in a matter of weeks.
Right from the beginning, we projected 4 to 5 weeks, but we have capability to go far longer than that.
During the war's first days, the Ayatollah, Iran's supreme leader, was killed, and the Pentagon announced staggering losses for Iran's military capabilities, saying the U.S. and Israel had destroyed the country's air defenses and sunk much of its navy. But almost immediately, Iran struck back, launching drone and missiles into Israel and at American bases across the region. Iran also effectively closed the Strait of Hormuz. 18 U.S. service members have been killed, including Sergeant Angel Sarah Rampersad, who died in an attack on her base in Jordan.
She fought for this country and she died for this country, and I am a mother that is highly proud of her.
More than 750 Americans have been wounded. Human rights activists say more than 3,600 Iranians have been killed, including 165 people after an elementary school was struck, most of them children. Iran continues to fire on ships in the Strait of Hormuz, creating a stranglehold on that critical waterway. The war has sent gas prices soaring above $4 a gallon, 86 cents higher than last year, according to Gas Buddy. President Trump yesterday claiming the strait is now open.
We're taking a lot of boats. Millions and millions of barrels of oil are coming out of the strait every day.
Polls show the war in Iran is very unpopular among Americans. A recent Reuters Ipsos poll found that just 31% say they support U.S. military strikes against Iran. And even among congressional Republicans, there is growing concern about the war's impact on their chances in the midterm elections. Karen Travers, ABC News, the White House.
The death toll continues to rise in Nepal after catastrophic flooding. Hundreds are dead and more than 1,000 are missing, including dozens of Americans. Now authorities warn there could be more flooding from a temporary dam that breached. ABC's Britt Clement is in Nepal with the latest.
Hey, well, that torrent of water roaring through the lower part of this village, you can see where it actually carved out a huge chunk of land, crashing through a canal. Rows of houses along here wiped out within seconds. It's now a path of just devastation, and this is an all-out mobilization effort to find the hundreds of missing, including dozens of Americans. We've heard helicopters whirring overhead, ferrying in supplies and pulling out survivors because so many roads and bridges have simply been washed away. American help is rolling in, though, a pledge of $500,000. But this is a gigantic task hampered by monsoon rains and new warnings that more landslides and floods could strike. Overnight, rescue crews were actually forced to halt operations because of those threats, sparking fears of another disaster. Just 2 days after the devastating landslide struck, at least 90 Americans are among the more than 1,400 missing from across 30 countries. That unstoppable wall of water crashing down valleys, bystanders running for their lives up this hillside to escape. Britt Clement, ABC News, Nepal.
On the 63rd anniversary of the Martin Luther King Jr. March on Washington, a new generation of voices honors and continues the legacy left behind. Reverend Al Sharpton's National Action Network is holding its own march on Washington today, with Sharpton saying, quote, "We are not coming to commemorate, we are coming to continue and fight in this day and hour." This year's March on Washington focuses on voting rights and economic justice, with a stacked lineup of civil rights figures and Democratic leaders taking to the podium to speak. After the break, it's back to school time, and businesses are preparing for another tradition that comes with it. We've got details when we return.
If you've been hurt, you deserve to be free from your car accident problems, free from the worry of medical costs, and free from your financial struggles. Call the twos right now. It's free. I'm your go-to guy.
Call 222-2222. There are so many fun things to do in Maine. Now you can enjoy more for less.
Check out half-off deals from foxbangor.com.
Bangor's newest restaurant, located on State Street across from Judy's. We offer so much more than subs, including coffee, sweets, and even grab-and-go items if you're in a hurry. Top-of-the-hill subs, providing a quality meal at a reasonable price.
There's a limited supply available. It's on sale right now. Save with half-off deals from foxbangor.com.
Troy Jackson likes to keep it in the family. When Jackson was Senate president, his son was one of the highest paid lobbyists in town. Special interests paid his son, and Jackson changed his positions. Just another dirty politician. SLF PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Fall into amazing savings during Flex Deals Fall Factory Authorized Sale. Rake in serious deals on all styles and models. Choose from our huge selection of fabric and leather, reclining and stationary furniture, including Flex Deals Latitude, South Haven, and Wynwood collections, and all crafted with Flex Deals exclusive lifetime warranted Blue Steel Spring. Prices are falling, so hurry in today for cool savings. Fall in love at Flex Deals Factory Authorized Sale.
Dorsey Furniture, Route 1A Holden. Live beautifully, my friends.
Imagine stepping onto your brand new deck, enjoying all the benefits of your expanded outdoor living space. Hammond Lumber Company can help turn that vision into reality. Visit any of Hammond's expansive showrooms and explore a world of possibilities. The timeless beauty of wood, the resilience of composite, or affordable, durable PVC. Railing options from traditional wood to sleek aluminum and contemporary cable railing. On-site consultation and delivery are available. Get started on your new deck when you bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company.
We've heard it over and over again. Eat your fruits and vegetables. According to the USDA, we should consume at least half of our daily calories from fruits and veggies. That may sound easy, but we often fall short of our goal. So to give you a hand, we've created a super tasty vitamin-packed smoothie that'll help meet those goals. All we do is toss some strawberries in a blender along with a cut-up banana. As for the strawberries, they can be fresh, or what we find even easier is to use frozen ones. Now to that, we add in about half a cup of orange juice, a bit of honey for some natural sweetness, and a good amount of ice. The cover goes on and we let the blender do its thing. You may need to scrape down the sides depending on how big and powerful your blender is. And talk about a powerhouse of nutrition. There's no saturated fat, and it's packed with vitamin C. So whether you serve this as a wake-me-up smoothie before work or school, or as an afternoon guilt-free treat, it's one of the tastiest ways to get your fruits. So right after the news, jump on your computer, tablet, or smartphone and check out the recipe for our mixed fruit smoothie, along with more of our favorite smoothie recipes. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a healthier way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
As students flood back to Maine college campuses, business owners say another back-to-school trend is making its way through the door: fake IDs. Our Alex Schley has more on what businesses are doing to crack down.
You'll definitely see a bit of an uptick.
According to the National Institute of Health, Orientation Week and the first week of classes, also known as Syllabus Week, are among the heaviest periods for alcohol consumption during the academic year. And for underage students looking to join in, that can mean attempting to use a fake ID.
At the beginning of the year, you'll find some similarities between them, I guess. So you'll start to know after a couple what to look for.
Maxon says while fake ID production has gotten more advanced, there are certainly tells, so vendors are educating staff on those tells and how to detect them.
As different states do different things and change, like just like we have in Maine with all the different holograms and whatnot. So.
And leaders have one thing to say to students looking to use a fake ID this semester.
Good luck. I mean, the staff's pretty good.
Any fake IDs that are seized are turned over to law enforcement. Officials also remind students that using a fake ID can lead to criminal charges. In Orono, Alex Schley for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
When we return, Devin Biggs has your 5-day forecast.
From the heart of Maine, where rugged beauty meets timeless craftsmanship, Richard Henderson & Sons Masonry, taming the outdoors through groundwork, retaining walls and seawalls, building custom fireplaces that become the centerpiece of your home, crafting granite steps and patios that invite you outdoors, designing hardscapes that turn yards into living spaces, built to last, crafted for life. Richard Henderson & Sons Masonry, quality in every stone.
Summer's fading, leaves will turn. Every day's a chance to learn. Backpacks packed and sneakers tied. Big dreams waiting, full of pride. From Calais to Greenville, across our towns and by the sea. Bangor, Brewer, Belfast too. Every morning starts brand new. It's back to school in Maine again. Seeing classmates making friends. The school bus rolls, the day begins. Adventure waits around the bend. Parents checking what to wear. Cool or rainy will help prepare. School day forecast, local news too. ABC 7 and Fox 22. School bells ringing, pencils sharp, music, science, reading, art, from Ellsworth up to Old Town. Smiles are shining all around. Pack the lunch and grab your coat. Check the forecast before you go. Every morning, come what may, ABC 7 and Fox 22 help start the day. It's back to school in Maine again. Dreaming big and making friends. Here's to a safe and happy year for Maine families far and near.
It's Friday. Let's get your weekend forecast with Devin Biggs. Devin?
Alrighty, Susan, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Old Town Redemption Center, now offering a 10% bonus on your returnables and a monthly $100 drawing. Alrighty, here we go. We have visibility that was down for a while this morning over in parts of Washington County to about a half mile or so, and even along the coast, so it even made things messy for a bit. It actually prompted a dense fog advisory until 9 a.m., so it definitely made things messy in this area for a while. The good news is that's been allowed to expire, so we are now done with that. So let's check out the wave heights. We're at around 3 feet according to the buoys. We're low further off towards the north and to the east. No small craft advisories up for that, but you notice it's a little bit active farther down toward the south. That buoy there recording 4-foot wave heights, 2 to 3 foot wave heights being noted farther off towards the north and the east. But in the meantime, no, we do have some rain showers being noted up in Canada, but as for us, we're quiet at the moment with just some clouds developing. You can see some precipitation over parts of the Atlantic Ocean, but as for us, though, we're looking good. We are going to be watching for some rain chances and thunderstorms as we head towards the afternoon period today. You can see that right there. Later on tonight, everything starts to taper off and a beautiful Saturday on the way with a lot of sunshine. Get outside and enjoy it. Once we head towards later on Saturday night, some clouds passing through, a little bit of energy up in the northern parts of the state. It will pass through, but not much fanfare with regards to any precipitation there. But we will have some wind coming up today, up to around 20 miles per hour at its gust. We'll have sustained winds at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. But even by tonight, the gusts will back off a bit, but we'll still have some from time to time. But even once we head towards your Saturday, still gusty here and there. So for today, here we go. So a few thunderstorms thunderstorms, otherwise partly cloudy. Upper 70s for the high, and that south wind at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Again, higher gusts expected at times. Later on tonight, thunderstorms early, then clouds and fog overnight. Lows in the mid-50s, and that northwest wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. So the winds will be turning, still gusty from time to time. Tomorrow, upper 70s, mostly sunny, beautiful out there. Northwest wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Again, intermittently, you may encounter a gust. All right, your extended forecast for your Sunday. Showers and some thunderstorms will have highs in the lower 80s and some upper 70s for your Monday. Look at that, a mostly sunny sky. And then Tuesday, rain showers with highs in the upper 70s.
Thank you, Devin. The push to rename Nashville International Airport after Dolly Parton is taking off. The petition to change the airport's name is gaining new traction after the beloved icon's death this week at the age of 80. Today, a flyover was held over downtown Nashville in support of the airport's renaming. The petition has already garnered over 120,000 verified signatures. The push to change the airport's name to honor Dolly Parton actually began last year and points to the Parton's impact on Tennessee and her philanthropy. And a lunar eclipse captivates stargazers across the western part of the United States. The moon experienced a deep partial lunar eclipse Thursday night, with 96% of it passing through the darkest part of the Earth's shadow, causing it to turn a reddish color. Stargazers across swaths of the Americas, Europe, and Africa were able to catch a glimpse of the event. Lunar and solar eclipses take place because of a precise alignment because of the sun, moon, and Earth. That's all for ABC 7 News at noon. Thanks for watching. I'm Susan Farley. We'll see you this evening on ABC 7 News at 6. Have a great weekend.
All right, let's go, come on! Let's go!
Super Bowl 61 is coming.
Let's go!
And everyone's going.
Go! Bye.
Because once the game starts,
Let's go! You better get on that bus! Bye, Jimmy! Well, don't just stand there!
everything else stops. You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
The following is a paid advertisement for Plexiderm Skincare.
Watch this. It's all 100% real. Witness what happens to this woman's bags under her eyes in an actual time lapse.